Well, good afternoon. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's Captain Rick with you, and we are once again continuing the 48 airports in 48 states. And we just spent last weekend doing spring break and cruising the Caribbean. I took off from Key West, and I'm heading for Mobile, Alabama. And I'm not going to go into the regional airport. I'm actually going down to the downtown airport, which is located right there on Mobile Bay. And it is in our sights right now, heading into the general area here. Cruising through 10,000 feet as we get ready to land on runway 32 at Mobile. Actually, is it 31? 31 or 32? Okay, so what we're doing here is this is stop number 19. Stop 19 on our list, and then we're going to head on up to, I believe, Tennessee will be our next stop, so you'll have to stick around for that one. And once again, I thank you so much for tuning in and checking out the flights. Runway 32 is what we're doing. It's an ILS approach to runway 32, so let's see how it goes here. There's the beautiful coast of Alabama, and there's I think Orange Beach is in this general area here. Gaynell and I were here, good Lord, I'm guessing 2003, 2004. We were seeing one of the bands we were managing. They were playing down at a place called Live Bait in Orange Beach, Alabama. It was a nice stay. We had a fun weekend, let's say. Fun weekend. So anyways, as we're getting closer and closer on our approach, as we land or do there's Gulf Shores below us right now. You know what I'm going to do after I finish all 48 states? I'm going to do the same thing, but only in smaller airports. So it has to be like a Class D size airport. So these are a lot of those. This would be pretty much a Class D size airport right here. So that's what I'm going to do next after I finish the 48. I have received several comments from individuals wanting, to pick their particular city airport, and so I'm trying to weed through them. This one here, I just happen to want, and the only reason I think of it is Jimmy Buffett. Reading his book, A Pirate Looks at 40, or actually A Pirate Looks at 50 was the name of the book. He was talking about his father being in Alabama, and I believe it was Fairhope, which I'm actually going to fly over here in a second. But I don't know, I like the Mobile airport. Was in there briefly once. It was just it wasn't a connecting flight, it was actually just a stopover. But it was stopover long enough to where you could actually deplane, because we had like 40 minutes on the ground for whatever reason. I believe that was Republic back in the day. So here we are, getting the plane configured to land. We're going to look out the right side window and see what this looks like as we get closer and closer. There's the moon. Why am I looking this way? Sorry about that, kids. Sorry about that. Here's one of my favorite views right here. Very cool view. I like that view. All right, let's take it off the nose here as we get ready to land at Mobile. Hope everyone had a good week, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry, I've got a couple of screens open here. Let me go ahead and make this. There we go. That's what you wanted to see right there. I'm sorry. Because I had too many screens open. There you go. Now, if you're wondering, down here on the map, there's our plane right there, this yellow one. Can you see it right there? As a matter of fact, it says Cessna CJ4 Citation Yellow Stripe Captain Rick, flight number is 2112, which I pay as an homage to Rush. Ground speed's 222 on a heading of 318, current altitude 4,000 feet. And that's it right there. And if you can see it off in the distance right there, that's where we're going. So right now I'm going to get back inside the cockpit here. As we configure, we get closer here, we got our waypoints here. Next waypoint is Rockgo, and then Lurdy, and then the threshold of runway 32. I don't know why it's happening. It might be just neglect on my part, but I have been coming in a little fast and relying a little too much on my spoilers. I got a couple comments on that, a private message that said, Rick, you really and truly need to get down a little lower, quicker, and allow yourself to slow the plane down naturally rather than forcing it and then using your spoilers. It causes a lot of dynamic pressure on the aircraft, and that's right, absolutely the truth. And I'm going to try to work better on that. Right now, 221 knots, still a little fast here. We're at 1,600 feet on our approach. And this right here, if you look on the map, whoa, where am I going here? Sorry about that. Why? That's the mouse that's doing it. Okay, I'm going to go over here to the right, and you'll notice this green strip right here. That green strip right there, that is the ILS approach. And Lurdy, one of our points, is right there. Now, I believe I'm flying over Fairhope right now. Fairhope is right up here. And that's where I believe Jimmy Buffett said his father was back when he released the book, A Pirate Looks at 50, which is one of my favorite reads, by the way. I love Jimmy Buffett's music, his whole vibe, and I like his writing as well, I have to admit. I am a fan of his writing. Okay, we're on approach here. Our next fix is Lurdy, which is coming up in just about 4 miles. And the Mobile Downtown Airport is straight ahead from us. Now beyond that, they have the regional airport, which I'm going to look at over here. Yeah, Mobile Regional is right there, KMOB. We're going into KBFM. Okay, that's flaps out right here. That's first flap setting, and then when we get ready to deploy the gear, the second flap setting will also engage. There we are. Now, oh, what is this guy doing? Oh, I'm sorry, he's at a higher altitude. He's at 33,000 feet. When we flew this flight over the Gulf, it was almost a direct flight from Key West here, but we did have a fair share of thunderstorm activity, and we climbed to 42,000 feet to get above it. And I know there was a lot of updraft and a lot of turbulence, so I apologize to the passengers that I had with me on this particular flight, because it was a little bumpy there for a while, right about the Tampa area, or parallel to the Tampa area. Okay, there goes the gear. Out over Mobile Bay. Just some good fishing down below there. Actually, there's a lot of good fishing right there. Putting a little speed back in there. We were getting a little slow on the approach, so right now the knot's 141 on the knots. Also ground speed 143, so we are here to land. Now this thing, the terminal and the fixed base operation are at the far end of this runway, so I'm just going to take it all the way to the end. All right, see how the landing goes today. Wish that thing would go away. Okay, 132 knots, 122 knots, 109 knots, 119 knots rather. Oh yeah, I'll take that any day. I'll take that any day. All right, nice job, Ricky. Nice job, nice job. Okay, we're in Mobile, Alabama. Come to think of it, I can't remember why I was in Mobile, Alabama. I think it was probably a training class I had in the military. But, yeah. Oh, that's right. I was connecting. I was going on to Gulfport. That's what it was. Okay, that's what it was. All right. It was something that I think it was a Republic flight. Yep. All right. So, welcome to Mobile, Alabama. And Taylor, we're going to go ahead and get ready for our next flight. And this right now is flight number 19. This is KBFM on your airport ICAO code. And the next one is going to be in Tennessee. So I invite you to like this and then subscribe to it so you know when the next video happens, okay? So once again, thank you so much for flying with me today. This is Captain Rick saying, until next time.